Hey there, Nathan here from Tennis Fitness. Thanks for joining me in this lesson on one of the ugly parts of tennis, cheating. And it happens, doesn't it? I'm sure if you're a recreational or social player or a junior player, it's you've experienced this at some capacity. Let's face it, not everybody gets to walk on court and have chair umpire, lines people, ball people, etc. Most of the time, most players are doing these things on their own, keeping score, keeping the truth, being fair, but cheating does exist. What this lesson is about, it's about talking about what cheating is, why people do it, and giving you some tools to be able to use to help minimize the opportunity that people do get to cheat as much as we can. So let's get into it. Let's first look at what cheating is. So when players make deliberate bad calls, because there are times you may think someone's cheating, but they're actually not. They're just not seeing it, and they're calling it out when it was maybe just in. And let's face it, sometimes the ball, it may be just in or just out. And we see that when we get to watch Hawkeye on TV and they show the replays. It's very hard for us as humans to be able to pick up how close they are. But we're talking about here with cheating is when players make deliberate bad calls. When players deliberately give false game scores, this happens as well. You need to minimize the chance of that happening. When players get their support team to intimidate you or to intimidate a player. Can't stand that one. That's just really gets my goat, okay? But it does happen. So why do players cheat? Why do people cheat? They feel they need to cheat to win, to throw you off your game. This is very common, okay? It becomes a habit. It becomes a tool for people. They lack confidence in themselves. They cannot handle the pressure. That's a big one. I would say probably to throw you off your game, and then because that's just the coping mechanism for them to deal with pressure. It generally starts out small at a young age, and it grows. What we feed grows. Now, sometimes this is encouraged by parents at a young age. You know, that's like, well, if you think if it's close, you call it out. And then players all of a sudden start to create this habit where, hey, I just got an easy point then, and I noticed what happened to them down there. They're going crazy, and generally when people do this, they throw the next 3 games away, and then generally I win the match. It becomes a habit, even though it may be subconsciously start to happen. It does happen like that. That's what I've found happening from experience. It is sometimes encouraged by others. I'm not saying it all the time, but I have seen and heard a lot of instances where parents will encourage their players to cheat, and that's pretty sad, but it does happen. Okay, so how can cheating affect us? So you can become angry, you can become distracted, which is typically what happens, those two. You get angrily distracted, and you can start to cheat. Some people will do that themselves. They're like, hey, if you're doing this, I'm going to do this. I actually watched a match a few months ago in Australia by one of our top juniors, and he was absolutely carrying on really badly. He was playing a boy from, I think it was Japan or Korea. So I was an Australian versus a Korean. The Korean boy was very polite, very respectful, and wasn't saying anything. And this Aussie boy just kept saying things like, stop cheating. Whatever you do, I'm going to do twice as bad. Whatever you do, I'm going to do twice as bad. And everyone's just watching going, what are you doing? Like, first of all, why are you telling everyone you're going to be cheating twice as bad as someone that's not even cheating? So it was, you don't want to be that person. You can lose control of your emotions. These things all will typically happen together. You'll become angry. You'll get distracted. I'm saying a lot of you won't cheat, but some of you might think, oh, I want to cheat. So angry, distracted, and you lose control of your emotions. And then you can throw the match, or you can just I just want to get off court. I don't want to be here. That's how it can affect us. We don't want that to happen. So we want to put some tools in place to minimize the chances of that. So let's look at how we deal with cheating. All right, how do we deal with cheating? Step 1. Some of these are pretty basic. Some of these things you might do, but I guarantee you just stick to these steps, and it's going to give you the best outcome. There's really not too much else you can do, okay, except what I'm going to go through with you now. Trust me, I've spoken to hundreds of players about this, players that have come through the junior ranks that have gone on to be pros, so they've experienced a lot of cheating, and these really are the best steps you can take. So before the match, ask your opponent, hey, I always play fair. We're going to play a fair match, right? They're always going to say yes, but you've got clarity of that. They'll start thinking, well, what's going on here? Why is this person speaking to me about this? If you know that this person is known as a cheat, you need to have that conversation with them straight away, put it in their head, this person's on to me. So this way you're letting them know you're fair and that you're also committing to play fair. Okay, step 2, the first time you think someone is cheating, ask them, are you sure that looked good from here? So you're keeping them accountable, but you want to hold your composure. Always hold your composure. Don't get emotional. That may be what they want. Okay? All right. Step 3. If cheating continues and you're certain it's happening, let them know you said you wanted to play a fair match. Next time I'm going to get the official. A couple of things may happen at this time. Someone will say, you're cheating. You're the cheat. I'm not cheating. And they'll try to flip it onto you so that when the official comes, or they'll say, I'm going to get the official. They try to turn on you. Remember, these people get good at this. Okay? So you've got to have the strategies in place. You say it. You said you're going to have a fair match. It's not happening. Next time I'm going to get the official. Don't get parents or anybody else involved. It's between you on the court. You need to deal with this on your own. So step 4, if the cheating happens again, calmly say, I'm going to get the official. I'm not happy with these calls. But once again, you need to stay composed. Apart from that, there is not too much else that you can do except stay in control. Like I said, if this person is waiting for you to crack, it's waiting for them to get the opportunity for them to get momentum and for you to fall apart, do not give that to them, because that's going to encourage them to do it more. All right? You still want to play your best tennis and show them, this isn't bothering me. I'm still going to clutch this. I'm still going to play great tennis. All right. Let's have a look at some cheating tips. All right. Tip number 1, hold your composure. So some players just want a reaction and to throw you off your game. Guarantee you people do this. The more positive and unbroken you come across, the more it will work in your favor. Please do that. Always question the score on tight calls. If the ball looks close and they don't call it, ask them, that was good, right? So the score is, that's a big one. I'll tell you why. I've seen this happen a lot of times. A player will hit a clear winner, right? Don't ask for the score. Don't ask that if that was in. Don't do anything. They walk back 3 points later. They think they've won the game, and the person goes, no. It's 30-40. What? And then, you go through the points. I won this one. You won that one. And they go, no, that point you hit there, that was out. And you go, that was a clear winner. No, it was out. You didn't ask me, and it was out. So who's the responsibility on there? Nobody really knows. So take the responsibility on yourself. If it's in, you go like this, yes, and straight away call the score in your favor if you know it was a clear winner. And then the score's there. They know you've won the point, okay, and you move on. Big tip. You have to do that. Okay, so next point, always keep score yourself and let them know you were doing that. Okay, if you start asking them all the time, what's the score? People start thinking, this person not even keeping score. I can cheat here. Okay, so make sure you keep giving them clarity. Even at the first point of the match, if the person's serving and you win the point, you go, yes, love 15. Yes, love 30. 15-30. Come on, let's go, stay in it. Start doing that early on and let them know that you're keeping score. All right? Okay, call it as you see it. A couple of things, not a couple of things. One thing that can happen at the start of the match, if you're not making the call yourself on your end and making it really clear and concise with clarity and a certainty, okay, then the other person starts thinking, well, I'm going to do the same. So call it as you see it means as soon as you see the ball bounce, make the call. Don't stop and say, I'm not sure. This will create doubt in your opponent and they may think that you're cheating. Could activate them to start doing it. So as soon as you see it, whether it's good or bad, in or out, just get used to going out, in, no, that was good, good shot. And then that's how you can tell that someone is playing fair. As soon as that ball bounces, they call it straight away. They haven't got time to think and go, that was in, but I'm going to call it out, because that takes time to process. Someone's taking time. They're thinking, what's the score? Do I need this point? Should I cheat? Shouldn't I cheat? But if the ball bounces and you go out, straight away someone goes, well, as soon as it's bounced, they've called it, so I'm going to go with it. So be resilient and take the opportunity to deal with a challenging situation in a positive way. That's really what all else you can do is be resilient. If someone's cheating against you and you've gone through all those steps that I've given you, you've just got to think, I can't control them cheating. I've done my best. I've followed those steps. But what I can do now is still try to play my best tennis whilst I'm dealing with this. That's how you get good at it. So you can only manage cheating as best you can. Then you just need to hold yourself together and get through the match without it beating you. Like I've mentioned a few times through this presentation, you've just got to try to control as much as you can from your end and let go of everything else, and just do your best. And people are going to cheat. It will happen. But what you can do is hold your posture. Don't let it get to you. Don't let them show them that it's getting to you. And the best outcome will come from that. I hope this has helped you. Thanks for following us on YouTube. You can also go to our website, tennisfitness.com, for lots of free programming and information. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, be happy, enjoy yourself. I will see you soon. Thanks.